Hello everyone, welcome to our English 4 class. This is Teacher Jackie. We are now on the second week of the third quarter. Please get ready. For this week, we aim to accomplish the following objectives.
How many colors does a rainbow have?
Can you still recall the Indian legend, the story of the rainbow? Remember what each color represents? That has something to do with our next lesson. But before that, let us sing the rainbow song first.
How many colors does a rainbow have? Each time it appears in the sky. Red and orange, yellow and green, blue and indigo, the last one's violet. How many colors does the rainbow have? Each time it appears in the sky. Red and orange, yellow and green, blue and indigo, the last one's violet.
Remember this thumbnail from the story The Magic Bahag? Did it help you appreciate the story? Why? Today, we will focus on understanding how colors may be used as a visual element in deriving meanings out of drawings, graphics, or even a story. Let's focus on graphics first. Graphics are multimedia images that are non-text information representation. It means that they convey information on their own even without a text accompanying them. The following are examples of graphics. Let's begin with this vocabulary chart. Can you guess? Blank are mostly used to accompany text, such as newspaper and magazine articles, books, short stories. They provide the reader with visual representation of the textual information. What do you think is the answer? The correct answer is illustrations. Again, illustrations are mostly used to accompany text, such as newspaper and magazine articles, books, and short stories. They provide the reader with a visual representation of the textual information. What about this? Blank are created by making lines and marks on paper or any surface. Common instruments used include pencils, chalk, charcoal, pen, and ink, colored pencils, crayons, pastels, inked brushes, erasers, markers, styluses, and even metals. What do you think is the answer? The correct answer is drawings. What about this? Blank are pictures produced using a camera or film. They can be images or representations of persons, objects, or view in print recorded by a camera or film. What do you think is the answer? The correct answer is photographs. Let us end with this. Blank are visual representations that show how two or more information are related with each other. What do you think is the answer? The correct answer is graphs. I hope you got it all correct. Let's now focus on visual elements. What are the different elements of a visual text or image in the graphic organizer? In the previous quarters, you had taken the kinds of lines, kinds of shapes, kinds of images, purpose of a visual text or image, and of course, our lesson for this week. Can you guess the elements we are going to discuss this week? Recall the previous lessons that you have about visual elements and guess the element that has not been taken yet. Try to complete this graphic organizer in 10 minutes. Again, complete the following graphic organizer with the elements that you have previously studied in the previous quarters. Let's now check your work. For the kinds of lines, we have the examples: vertical, horizontal, diagonal, zigzag, thin, thick, broken, and dotted lines. For the kinds of shapes, of course, we have the geometric, organic, and abstract shapes. Then, for the kinds of images, you have photographs, illustrations, graphics, infographics. The purpose of visual text or image: inform, entertain, persuade, express emotions. And of course, this week we are going to tackle on the kinds of colors. Alright, let's proceed to our next activity. Look at this picture and describe it. What do you see? Do you see a peaceful landscape? Is the sky clear? Can you see the rainbow? Let's talk about it. What gives the rainbow its beauty? What do you feel when you see a rainbow? Why do you feel that way? What is your favorite color in a rainbow? Why? Congratulations for describing that picture well. Alright, let's proceed to our next activity. Here is a masterpiece of Vincent van Gogh entitled The Starry Night in 1889. What do you see in this picture? Is that how you see the stars at night? Do you think it's a peaceful night? Which color was used the most in the painting? Compared to a rainbow, is the painting still beautiful with only blue as the dominant color? Why or why not? Assume that each of you is a single color, such as red, blue, or indigo. Compared to a rainbow, will you consider yourself beautiful on your own? Why? If there is a singing activity, who should we assign to lead it in our class? Why are we assigning him or her to do it? Is he well known for his excellent singing? Can superb singing become his or her identity? Why? How about you? What are you well known for in class, among your friends, in your family? So, what is your identity? By now, you must be thinking about what you can do. Alright, let's proceed to our next activity. Look at this picture and describe it. What do you see? Do you see a colorful head of a lion? Is this the natural color of a lion? Does the title Lion Pride rings a bell? What does it mean? Suppose again you are one color and you only play with people who are the same color as you. How would you feel about that? Would you look for different colors to play with? Why or why not? What happens if students of varying abilities belong to the same group? Will something beautiful be created? Why or why not? Then let us focus. Let's now focus on this masterpiece. Try to answer the following questions first. If you look at the photograph of the Starry Night, what could Vincent van Gogh, its painter, possibly be expressing? What could be his thoughts while making the painting? What could he be feeling while he was painting the Starry Night? What is used in the painting that could help reveal his thoughts and feelings? What color was mostly used in the Starry Night? What other colors were used? Based on the colors used, what do you think were the emotions or feelings of Van Gogh during that time he was making the painting? Why do you think he felt that way? When looking at his graphics, why do we pay attention to colors? Starry Night is one of the most recognized works of Vincent van Gogh. At one time in his life, he got confined and needed to be cured. After being hospitalized, he painted it from his memory of the sights he usually saw from his window. However, he added his own imagination of the village, which did not actually exist. He did not give an exact description of his thoughts and feelings while doing the painting, but in a letter addressed to his brother, sister, and a friend, he said that the night was more colorful than day and that stars were more than simple white dots on black, instead appearing yellow, pink, or green. Many described the Starry Night according to the elements used by Van Gogh to create it, its meaning or what Van Gogh was trying to express. While there is no way to know what was really expressed by Van Gogh through his painting, it remains to be the identity of his thoughts and emotions during that period in his life. Let's now discover colors as visual elements. Color is the visual element that has the strongest effect on emotions. It has the power to stir up emotions. It can make one happy or even sad. Colors can reinforce or clarify messages. Because of this, texts are easier understood if accompanied by colorful images. Warm colors remind us of sun and fire. Warm colors are the hues red, orange, yellow, and all the colors in between. Warm colors are vivid and energetic and tend to advance in space. Cool colors remind us of water and grass. Cool colors are the hues purple, blue, green, and all the colors in between. Cool colors are very laid back, calm, and appear to recede in space. Neutral colors don't appear in the color wheel. They are white, black, gray, and sometimes brown. These colors are muted and earthy. They are not bright and exciting. Red is the color of passion and energy. Orange is the color of enthusiasm and emotion. Yellow is the color of happiness and optimism. Green is the color of harmony and health. Blue is the color of trust and loyalty. Indigo is the color of integrity and intuition. Violet is the color of wisdom and sensitivity. Purple is the color of spirituality and imagination. Pink is the color of love and compassion. Black is the color of power and sophistication. White is the color of purity and innocence. Gray is the color of compromise and control. Brown is the color of stability and reliability. Why are colors important as visual elements? How do they give meaning to the image of a literary text? Do they help convey the purpose of the image? How do colors do this? Are colors helpful in understanding literary texts and images? Why? Try to answer those questions, and good luck to your next activity. Now look at these images once again. What you see are the photographs of the paintings. These pictures convey messages. These images carry emotions. Are these graphics the original version of the shown paintings? What is the purpose of pictures or photographs? Do these images carry emotions? Now, would you like to have some fun? Group yourself according to colors: blue, pink, green, and yellow. You are given each a task card. Please follow instructions carefully. Each group is given a task card like this. Fill in the task card and present your output to the class tomorrow. Now, here are the guide questions for composing the paragraph. Each group is given these guide questions. And of course, I want you to learn more. Graphics are multimedia images that are non-text information representation. It means that they convey information on their own even without a text accompanying them. Illustrations are mostly used to accompany text, such as newspaper and magazine articles, books, and short stories. They provide the reader with visual representation of the textual information. Drawings are created by making lines and marks on paper or any surface. Common instruments used include pencils, chalk, charcoal, pen, and ink, colored pencils, crayons, pastels, inks, brushes, erasers, markers, styluses, and even metals. Photographs are pictures produced using a camera or film. They can be images or representations of persons, objects, or views in prints recorded by a camera or film. Graphs are visual representations that show how two or more information are related with each other. It has been a long week for us guys. I hope you have ample takeaways of the visual elements discussed. This has been Teacher Jackie. Discover, learn, have fun. Only at V-Class TV.
How many colors does a rainbow have? Each time it appears in the sky.